Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I just want to talk about the topic of why it's so important for you to fail. You have to fail or else you're not going to grow. And for the longest time, I would say this stuff, to my family and stuff. I'd be going through a bunch of periods of, just turmoil and not seeing success and hardships, struggle over and over and over again, things just not working out. And they'd be like, bro, why are you still doing this? Failure doesn't make you better. It's a failure. It is what it is. And I'm like, bro, you gotta understand, dude, the more you fail, the more you learn, right? So there's always a lesson in everything that you do, even if it's a failure, even if it's a win. Anything you do, there's a lesson that can be learned from it. And it all comes down to perspective and how you choose to see that result. So for example, let's say you're starting, to work out, right? And you're always going to the gym. You're always, trying to look better, get stronger. For the first month, you're not going to see any results. You're going to be putting all that work, but you're not going to see any, growth in your arms. You're not going to see any growth in your chest until you actually work out for a solid 4 or 5 months. And that's why a lot of people stop, is because they don't see immediate results right after. Same thing with, let's say if you're trying to go for a max for your bench, and you're lifting heavy, you're going for 225 and you fail. A lot of people either sulk about it, let that hit them, or they're like, all right, I have to work harder, I'm going to hit this next time. It's all a mindset thing. It's all discipline and wanting to come down to, doing the best you can in anything that you do. And it's not just like working out, like in business. There's going to be times where people tell you no. There's going to be a lot more that you have to learn where your content, you think you did a good job and you post it and it absolutely shits the bed. It doesn't even, perform as well as you thought it would. And you just have to keep moving on, keep chugging along, and just try to improve in every way that you can, because failure is just a stepping stone to get to the next point in your life, to show you what's possible, to show you the opportunities that present themselves, to show you who you are as a person and as an individual. And you just have to accept the fact that it's a part of the journey. It is what it is, bro. You can't, avoid it. There's always going to be things that pop up in the way, and you just have to deal with it. You can't pout about it. You can't get emotional. And that's one of the biggest things in, business in general, is if you let emotions get in the way of how you want things to go, it's usually going to go south. Whether that's, negotiating, whether that's, trying to scale, whether it's trying to bring up a new offer, a new program, or anything that you're learning, if you're not open to just improving and learning the skills necessary, then there's nothing really good that's going to come from that. You have to be a student of the game. You can be a teacher, but you have to be a student no matter how long you're in this. I know a bunch of people, especially big in the space, that are really good at one thing but still don't know another thing. I'm really good at editing, but I don't really know that much about the back end of things, or scaling a business. There's a lot more that needs to be learned. Even the mindset of things, people can be really good at one thing but still have that negative outlook on life where it's not going to correlate with what they're working on, and you have to improve on that. So everyone's on a different step in the journey. Everyone's in a different phase of their life. So timing is different for everyone. You have to accept the fact of where you are now and move on with an optimistic, disciplined mindset and allow life to flow naturally. You can't control everything. You can only control the things that you can control. So for the things that are available to you, to, getting up, going to the gym, eating healthy, working on something new, reading books, buying a course, doing these things that are going to help you get to that next level, all comes down to you. Any circumstances that pop up along the way, just shrug them off. Nothing's going to change. It is what it is. You just have to allow it to be what it is and just move on with confidence and determination to get to where you want to get. And, without that, there is no purpose in going through the journey. There's no actual meaning behind it where it's all right, if it was all just sunshine and rainbows and you got to the finish line, there's nothing to talk about. It's just I ran this race and I finished. No, you want to talk about that hill you went over. You want to talk about, how this tree fell down in front of you, some crazy stuff that's actually worth talking about. Not saying, a tree's going to fall down in a race, but there's some crazy shit that can happen, and you want it to be interesting, you want it to be a good story. And without that, there's nothing special to it. So embrace the failure, embrace the struggle, embrace where you are now, because it always gets better. It's always, temporary, and just pain is a good thing. So just be open to accepting things for what it is now, and just keep chugging along. It's a long-term game. Things are temporary, like I said, and you just have to allow it to be what it is, and just keep doing what you're best at when you know is right. So that's just another small little thought I had for today. I didn't post yesterday, unfortunately. I said I was going to post every single day on YouTube, but that deal kind of went south. And I just kind of slacked yesterday. We were just hanging out, doing stuff in downtown. But yeah, I'm going to try and stay accountable, hold myself accountable to posting every single day still for the end of this month. We've got, I think today is the 14th, so we've got like 16 more days. Right now I'm working mostly on a low ticket, potentially a paid course where, you know, I'm just going to keep you guys accountable, help you guys out with content, mindset, whatever it is, and get that all put into place, and then eventually like a mid-ticket and a high ticket. So if you guys want to learn how to make content working with brands right now, I have a free UGC cheat sheet down below that you can get access to today. Be open to failing, be open to trying new things. And once again, my name is McQueeney, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.